Hi, it's Debbie from Loopy and Twisted. Welcome again. This is the hopefully the proper episode 1. I'm going to start with some finished objects and stuff, and I should really do what I'm wearing, but I'm not wearing any knitted things because it's a beautiful day here. Surprisingly sunny. Spring has arrived, but it's going to get cold at the weekend, and the clocks are going back on Sunday. It's Friday, I think it's the 27th of March, and well, let's get on to start with. Anyway, I was digging around on my desk and I noticed this big blanket thing that's just been sitting there for a little while. Could possibly be 2 years. I thought I needed to do loads to it. The crochet girls will laugh at this. Do you remember this, girls? My first big project. It'd be difficult to see, I think. It's a bit of a... goes through all the lovely rainbow colourways. There you go, to the purples, beige, blues, anything in purple again. This is my double up blanket. It's where I got my name at the Crochet Club, Double Up Debbie, which my husband says sounds like a porn site, but hey, there you go. That's why I didn't call the podcast after it. Anyway, so it's a corner to corner blanket, which in case you don't know, you actually do start at the corner and you make a little block. Can you see the little blocks? That's probably better in that colour. And then you do 1 block, then you do 3 blocks, or you do 5 blocks. Ad infinitum, or at times it feels like it. Anyway, so it's doubled up. This is all Pound Shop. Good old, what's it called? Pound Stretch? No, it's not Pound Stretcher. Poundland. That's it, Poundland now that we have. You get 3 balls for £2 in lots of different colours, and also some other bits of acrylic I had hanging round. It was easy. Crochet, yes. I came to crochet late. I'm really a knitter. So when I started crochet, it was really difficult to get my head around stuff. And the granny square. Let's not even go to the granny square. So anyway, I learned, was it Margaret taught me? It might be Margaret. She taught me corner to corner and I loved it. And so what I've done in true fashion, Debbie fashion, is I like making yarns from yarns and new colours. I love colour, which is quite a surprise because most of my house is grey and it's still kept blue in here. But anyway, I love colour. I love playing and manipulating colour. I like making colours from colours. I come from textiles background. I trained in Huddersfield when it was still a polytechnic, and I nearly did fine art. Got far away from fine art, but anyway. So I like to make colours from colours. So basically, this blanket is 2 colours crocheted together. I think they call it mild yarns now. It's very fashionable, I think, at the minute. But I was doing this 30 years ago. That's what dates me now. Anyway, so this wonderful blanket. Then I wanted a plain edge because there's so much going on with colour. Just did a plain double crochet edge, a couple of rows of it, cast off, simple as that. Right, on to the next thing. Let's just chuck that on the floor. Next thing, right, so this is now moving on a little bit onto something more recently, another finished object for my one of my colleagues at work who's just had a little baby girl, and started off as 1 blanket, ended up as 3 blankets and a little coat and a hat, but never mind, we go on. The bootees, didn't quite get the hang of bootees. I had a club-footed bootie, so I decided not to go ahead with that one. I might have to edit that out, actually. It's probably not PC to say that, but anyway. So this again, I took into work to show her. I hadn't intended to give it to her, but I took it to work to show her, and as you can see, you'll see it was on my Instagram as well, that, so I've got 2 again together, so it was double crochets, treble crochets, half treble crochets, half double crochets, and like a tiles pattern, and I've totally forgotten what the name of this stitch is. but you sort of go down to it anyway, and then repeat it later on with the pink, and it looks like little hearts. That's quite sweet. So all different colours I was using up. Don't know where I got the peach from. I'm not a peach fan. Snuck in somewhere, but I've used it with other colours. Whether it's, oh, that's not too bad. That's quite true. Quite true. Anyway, so that's a good, oh, blimey. It must be about nearly a metre, 90 centimetres. I've no idea how big baby blankets were supposed to be, so I just went on it. But she loved it. She went, the reaction was really good. So I said, well, I'll tell you what, then I'll finish it, and if you like it, you can have it. So that's number 2. Right, another one. Just for girls at the crochet club. Oh, this didn't think I didn't think I could stick at this. Corner to corner, but with only one strand of yarn. Believe me, I nearly chucked it in so many times. It's one of the Poundland yarns, simply because it's easier for to wash in and stuff, and if baby's throwing up or whatever on it all the time, you're going to wash it a lot, I would presume. Not having kids, I didn't go there. I didn't want to go there. But that's what I'm assuming happens quite a lot from what I've heard. Anyway, so we've got corner to corner again. And this has a little bit of bling through it. Don't know whether you'll see that. Maybe you will. Or you can just about see it. Anyway, so it's more of a squarer blanket. It's probably about, oh, I don't know, 60 centimetres square-ish, give or take. And the little edging was the crab stitch, which Margaret taught me at the club. There you go. So it's really weird because you go backwards. Instead of going like, you go from right to left normally with crochet. This you go left to right. It's really strange. Anyway, moving on. Right, this is my one and only ever foray into baby knitting or crochet. I've never knitted anything for babies. There you go. I finished it. Yes, I finished it. Did a few adaptations, like I didn't gauge. I think it's a bit big. The little baby is little for she's quite tiny, so I think maybe a year before she fits into this. I don't know how fast they grow. You never know. Anyway, so I adapted the pattern. It's a king coal pattern, I think. Yep, bought pattern king coal. That was what the colour that I really wanted was there, but I couldn't get there. So it's oh God, what's it called? Who is it now? I can't remember the name of the yarn. Similar to king coal. It's, do you know, I should have written this down, shouldn't I? It's, can't remember, never mind. Yeah, it's not king coal. I've written in my notes king coal, but the pattern's king coal, but this isn't. I can't remember the name. And it's a simple name, somebody in Yorkshire, and I've forgotten what the firm's called. Anyway, so finished it, I adapted it. I did the little shell bit around there, but I didn't do it on the sleeves because I thought there was enough going on. But I have to say it was really easy. Really easy and quite an enjoyable knit, crochet, sorry. You can see little frilly crochet bits. That's same on the back. This lovely shell-like thing. And then a little hat to match, which turned out to be a little bit big. So one of the girls at the club said to me, just turn the brim back. And what brim? Oh, that brim. Yes, that totally intentional brim. The only thing I would say with this pattern, it was the hat. I would never do a hat like this again. Knitted flat. Not a round hat, knitted flat. So when it came to the edging, which I'm quite chuffed with that I actually got it to match, and knitted that in the round, so I just had to seam the top bit, which I wasn't awfully happy with, so I won't do that again for a baby hat. Anyway, right, moving on again. Oh, I love this blanket. You know, I'm half a mind not to actually give it to her. Oh, that's nasty, isn't it? It wasn't ever intended for her, but it was intended as a sample piece. I found this thing about, now I've learned to do granny squares. It's only took me like 2.5, 3 years, you know, to feel fairly confident in doing them now. This is a mitred granny square, which I I found on the internet when I was bored one night, working between shifts, because I work shifts. Sometimes I'm working days, sometimes I'm working evenings, sometimes I do night shifts when they need cover. So it's just a case of whatever's happening really. This, I love this. This I love. I love, 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 love. It's like a granny square at the start and then you just go around two sides. How simple is that? Reminds me of quilting. Any quilters out there, you'll say straight away, oh, we know what that is. Excuse me. So you can imagine how many different variations you can have to this. You could have small squares that you then attach together. You could make a scarf out of it, which is what I'm thinking about doing. Oh, damn. There was a call for submissions. I might just be able to nip in there. Anyway, so you got this, and then it gets bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. I loved it. I absolutely loved it. Lime green and purple. Two of my favourite colours. But it's got to be a proper purple. It's got to be proper lime green. And boy, look at that lime green. That's gorgeous. Excuse me, I've got a bit of a frog in my throat today. And that purple. There was a couple of ladies at work when I was doing my crochet, because I take my crochet to work. So before, I'm always there early. So rather than waste the time, I'll sit and crochet. Something simple. And I was doing this, and I got to get a couple of comments which weren't very happy with the green. They didn't like the green. So I said, well, it's a good job it's not for you then. Because the girl who's having it loves the green, same as me. Sorry, spinach problem, fluff everywhere. There's fluff in here and it's flying round. And then I just edged it with this lovely, lovely, brilliant cerise pink. Again, a lot of these are the Poundland yarns, the 2 for £3. I would show you the bowl, but I've not got them to hand. They're all downstairs at the minute. This one is reminds me of Northern Lights. Oh God, it's the same company as the other one, and I can't remember the damn name of it. Anyway, never mind. But as you can see, it's a stripy colour changing yarn, which is rather nice. But I did put a lot of white in, so it just tied it together. But I absolutely love it. I mean, I might not yet. Yeah, I will give it to her. Don't worry, I will. But I absolutely love this. But there's only so many blankets you can have at home, unless you've got something like a baby. Because obviously blankets for a baby, apparently I'm told, you can never have enough. So anyway, there you go. Right, so after all this, was it Christmas time? Good God, I've been meaning to do this podcast for a long time, well over a year. And I never got around to it. Anyway, so we went on a trip to Bury Market, the crochet girls, yes. And they will tell you that I tried to buy the wool stall at Bury Market, which isn't totally correct as far as I remember it, but it could be, yeah, in certain ways. So I bought this big ball of Robin Aran. When I got to the till, I got very excited. It's in my very expensive project bag, you may see, from Poundland. Only £1, because it's Poundland. Anyway, you can see the size of the monster still. Let me just see, Robin Aran, there you go, Robin Aran, and it's 80% acrylic, 20% wool. I have to say, it's been a delight to knit. Yeah, knit. I'm on knitting now, no, sorry. Delight to knit with. I absolutely love it. The stitch definition is fabulous. I would gladly buy it again. I was knitting on my, sorry, nearly fell off my favourite needles. My Zing adjustables, interchangeables, sorry, with cable on. Oh, and the glow. Oh, yes, and I've discovered why you use stitch markers. Yeah, yes, they are invaluable. I think I've lost one, which is a bit worrying. I'll have to check this. I haven't knitted this for a while. I wanted to wait until I podcast to do it as an item, which was works in progress. I've probably skipped a little bit now, but anyway, this hat, as you can see, cabling. I'm so chuffed. I did crochet cable hat before Christmas, which will be in another video. I've now conquered knitted cabling. My mum, you will be very pleased with me now. She used to churn out cabling. I could never understand it. It always went wrong for me, and it shifted, and I never realised I was about that further up in the pattern. No matter how much writing down I did, checking off how careful I was, always screwed it up, basically. Anyway, but haha, finally got to knit something for myself, and I adore this. Absolutely adore it. I wanted a scarf which was moss stitch on the head with a bit of cabling. Yeah, and that's what I got to, which is lovely. I absolutely adore it. It is quite long. It's about 3 meters long, but I did want to wrap it round a few times, as I want to demonstrate. I've always wanted a Doctor Who scarf. Now I have one. There you go. And you can see it's fab. I love it, and it's the I'm going to decimate this name. I do apologise. It's French. À la croisée des chemins by Camille Cosé Delahaye. Delahaye? It's a free pattern, and it's absolutely bloody gorgeous. There you go. Different yarn than what it said, but it's a scarf. Does it really matter? Does it have to be gauged? I don't think so, really, does it? And this fabulous hat, which I've picked a similar pattern, not the same, but it's crossing over the cables, because that's called crossing of the ways, right? So, going on a theme. Come with me now. Yeah, you with me? This is the... Well, it's not... She just called it a cable hat, which is a bit disappointing, really, after the name. By Madeleine Nancy, or Nancy, I don't know. French lady again, I think, by the name. But it's free. Lovely, from Ravelry. Superb. Absolutely brilliant pattern. I love it. So I'm going to I happily can get on with it at last, which is what I want to do. Right, what's the next? Sorry, I'm just looking at my notes. Yep, I think for now, I think we'll leave it for that for today, if that's okay with you. It's quite late in the day now. It's gorgeously sunny out there. Bagpuss, as you can see up there, is guarding some of my lovely stash there. And then what have we got? Oh yeah, we've got Rowan. And oh, vintage Rowan, not just any old Rowan. This is vintage Rowan from when I lived in Yorkshire. Older, I've known that yarn longer than I've known my husband. And then on this side, oh, stash, spinning stash, fluff. I learnt to spin last year at Wonderwool. It's just, oh yeah. Wonderwool should have been 2020, end of April. Unfortunately, due to everything that's going on, it's been cancelled, and that's very right that it does get cancelled. But it's very, it's heartbreaking. I was going to go and see lots of people I met last year, try out loads of new spinning wheels. I have a spinning wheel now, a second-hand Saxony style, but I wanted like a little traveller thing. Tried a few out at the Guild. Quite happy with that. I think, I just fancy a cat. I don't know. And I was all geared up. But unfortunately, Woolly Wonderwool in Wales has been cancelled. So what I'm going to do instead, is because that saves me about £250 in accommodation and travel. So what I'm going to do instead is support the yarn vendors. I'm going to buy from people I would have bought from anyway, and maybe from a couple of other people. So it's £250. And I come out of it in a way good, because obviously that's not spending money I would have spent at the show. It's half the money. Please don't let Hobby know that. Anyway, so I would say support your local yarn vendors for as long as we can. Hopefully the post will continue. Support people, please, because a lot of these yarn vendors and indie dyers and whatever are working from home or are very small businesses, and this may be their only source of income. So I would ask that everybody actually supports them now at this time. Anyway, so I'm going to stop for now. If you could like and subscribe, that would be fabulous. I'd love it to see you again, and join me in my wacky world of yarn. And next time my puppies might make an appearance. Okay, it's been lovely to chat with you. I hope that you're all safe and well, and I hope that this coronavirus thing goes quickly, and hope that as many people as possible are safe and well. Okay, so I shall see you next time, hopefully in a week or so. I'm going to try and catch up with the podcasting, simply because I didn't have an editing program, and I've got an editing program now which is on my phone, dead simple.